Hey guys, this is Zlewikk. I have a green t-shirt. Today, I'll be playing a modded game. I know that you guys are fan of really good mods. And Missions Expanded, aka Europa Expanded, is definitely one of the biggest and coolest mods out there for EU4. And since they released a new patch, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, I decided to take a look at it and try playing as Navarra, because it received a specific mission tree that allows you to go and exodus in the new world. So I want to build a perfect exodus with this campaign while going through the mission tree. But if you guys would like to check that mod as well, link is in the description. They did change most of the Western Europeans, so the colonization as this guys is definitely even cooler than in vanilla. Let's get straight to this. Okay guys, first of all, let me go ahead and ally Castile, as this is gonna be our main tool to go and conquer some provinces from England. And I also start improving my relations with France, as we potentially leverage them as well. Remember, the goal of this campaign is mainly to go and conquer the new world, but we might expand through PUs or the other ways inside Iberia as well, because the Missions Expanded mission tree does allow us to do so. What it also does is that we've got a modifier Bandogerak. You see, that gives us unrest, half less tax modifier, and increased nobility influence. It also gave us 50 of devastation in the capital, which is obviously dropping thanks to the fact that it's a fort, but we want to do it faster to get rid of this modifier. And to get rid of it, I need mill points and to reduce the devastation here. And then it will allow me to get first mission and the Bandogerak. It requires us more troops and a higher stability as well. So I'll start with building up 2000 troops and turning off the army. And go ahead and take admin mana, mill mana, and deep mana. Then we will make sure to get higher loyalty of the clergy and reduce diplomats. For nobility, we'll take manpower. Wait a second, the advisor cost does not increase stability anymore? Let's take it. As for supremacy with the crown, anything new in the mod? I don't think so. Let's take the general on top of that. While from burghers, I also take prestige and 1% loans. Then I think I also did not have to take these loans. I forgot that our loan size is only 3 ducats, so that wasn't worth it at all. Now these states are a bit changed in the mod. You see we have interactions. So for example, if I chose a province that gives me general, I can just click this interaction here, and it works the same as decision, that just moved to the estate screen, and I don't have any other interactions with the others. Let me also go ahead and summon the diet and take the burghers privilege, which is actually requiring me to develop the province. That I'm gonna obviously do, because we need to reduce the devastation. So for now, let me just take the death cost and wait till we get the diplo points to achieve that. About money, we could try taking one advisor, this military. So we got advisor cost, but this actually is just too expensive. Toggle the court of advisors. Oh, okay. Okay, they're all level 3, and you see they cost 100% more to recruit. That's interesting. Another addition that similar addition to what we have in our MP mod. Since I have more diplomats, under one is gonna build by network on Aragon. Oh, and you see France actually rivaled Castile, which wasn't the case initially. So let me start improving relations with them. And instead I'll do so with Portugal. Then I'll use my diplomats to carry favors on both Castile and Portugal. Honestly, since I have 410 ruler, it might be worth to focus on nil, and I will do that. Also boost my stability already to 1, as we will need it for the mission. And now the next focus is gonna be deving this province. 203. Enrique is really right name for this guy. Yeah. Let's say goodbye to our prestige. A newborn daughter, you might expect something good, but instead it's 153. No thank you. There goes second click on the diplo, which gives me some money, loyalty of the estate, And I'll actually click it one more time with my mill point, as I have a mission to improve 3 times. And that gives me a decision to end the Bandogerak. And that is gonna remove that filthy modifier we are having. And we just right now need, actually 1 more 1,000 of troops because the force limit increased. And thanks to this, we are also finally making money, and this is with an advisor being hired. Another great feature of this mod, you see, there's a button that automatically recruits the same advisor with the same skill and category once this one leaves the court, like because he dies. Now just end the Bandogerak. Gives me legitimacy that is converted into reform progress because I'm close to maximum, but also plenty of cores and claims. Big strategy here in this run is waiting for the King Alfonso of Aragon to die, because once he dies, we most likely are gonna be able to get a PUCB or Aragon, which is a game changer in our strategy, but until then, I'm just waiting to see what happens to English provinces here. Give to the state is super useful for prestige because I disinherited, but more importantly I will boost my stability to 2, which it costs a lot, but that's Nafarraco for Oro Carra, which gives me stab cost, admin advisor cost, and more importantly 30 reform progress that I can go ahead and use to switch our tier 1 guarantee form into Courts of Navarra. That is enabling us a parliament and also giving us some advisor costs. Let's go ahead and do so. And if I set up the seat in our capital, can go and start our first debate. It's not a big of a choice. It's either national tax modifier, one or another, or mercantilism. I think I will go for this first, national tax modifier. So now we actually have enough income to get yet another advisor. So let me go ahead and recruit the guy for national tax modifier. Blanca is much better heir for us, and I think I'm gonna keep her because our ruler is 51 years old. Interestingly, just immediately after our ruler died, so in 13 years of the Queen Consort Regency, which is on one hand better than our previous ruler, but on the other, my admin mana generation won't be too good for a while. But I think this is alright. Yeah, we'll have to live with it somehow, but it's fine. I guess we have a really good military technology. One thing that I would have done a bit differently is attacking Great Britain with the help of Castile before sort of main happens, but on the other hand, Castile wouldn't join us, so be alone. Yeah, or sniping England the moment. Yeah, see, that's I was afraid would happen. France did take the province from England. So, what if I attacked with Castile? See, both of us don't have enough troops to fight this. This guy's dying to the Isles. Why Portugal doesn't want to help us? Fighting in another war. Okay, so with these two guys, I think it is doable to win, although both of them are at tick 3. So we might take some time for these guys to reach this technology. Well, for now, let me take some money to pay for these troops from Castile. And yeah, lost stability. It's not like I have issues with it. I guess this is fine. I'm just wondering if we should try going after France and how we should do that. Let's wait first for Portugal to end the war with Morocco. In the meantime, I can go and take first, well, tier 2 guarantee form. I'm gonna make the tax meta. We do need more economy. And Castile, I'm here to help you with the rebels issue, but what is this morale? Oh, yeah, that hurt. But I think I will not lose that. Yeah, 3,000 manpower is fine, especially that we are at max and we just saved a lot of Spanish manpower. Oh yeah, there it is. End of the Castilian Civil War. And I beat her wedding immediately. Well, yeah, I guess the war with France might be a bit easier now. Let's just take a look. Now I just really need Portugal to also help us, and I think this should be all good. You know, our long-term goal might be to get a union on Castile, but that might take like literally decades, especially that Isabella d'Astemar is 26 years old. Okay guys, let's do it. Let's go for reconquest of Labour. And let's make sure to mark all of our claims as provinces of vital interest and declare the war immediately by calling both Castile and Portugal to help us. And see, now we got a mini gang on France. And of course guys, please do remember to leave a subscription on the channel to get notified about all of the future content, because I know that half of you are not subscribing yet. Good news is that some of the appanages are disloyal. Foix is 64%, Orléans is loyal, and these guys are loyal. Is it just Foix? It seems like it, which is still good news for us because Foix has a 4-6 general. Also go ahead and take Tech 5 on the military, which is new units that I'm not gonna take until we siege down Labour. You can't count on your allies to give you promises of vital interest, right? Right, Castile? Oh, is it also a feature in the mod? Click to request control of the province from a war ally. And you just use favors to do that, right? Since they have a claim on this province, Castile needs to owe us at least 5 favors. I love this mod. This might be a problem because Castile just pissed out of this war, and probably that's the same is gonna happen to Portugal. But what's one big advantage of this path that happened is that now most of the money will go to us in a peace deal, so I can go more all in and try winning this war myself, especially that France is out of manpower. So this is why I will go ahead and recruit a royal guard. That's 18,000. And Navarrese army. And this is because from that war I could take 900 ducats, which is much more than my current debt. These traitors pissed out and just declared Granada immediately. Okay guys, I think that's all I can get out of this war. It starts looking quite bad, with Portugal going back home with no troops and France keeps getting more troops. That's why I will go ahead and take Labour for sure. Bordeaux, because it's a trade center in our node. And I think on top of that I will take 500, I think more importantly were reparations, but also besides that 144 ducats, out of which 60 will go to us. Yeah, that's a problem. We ideally want Portugal to get out of this war, but that might not happen anytime soon, and this horde of units is just too much. So that's why I'll go with small step strategy, and let's start with these 2 provinces to just unlock our mission tree. Ideally will take all of this, right? But I don't think that's doable, yeah, as you see. Let's go for this 2 war reparations and some money. Then from this province, let's just make sure to actually not concentrate. Instead, I will go and click this mission, which gives us 6 barracks and 3 cogs. And that's also some yearly tax income and navy tradition. Now we need to discover the new world and build up our navy. Since Labour was our core, I will go ahead and state it. And of course these guys are calling me in. And immediately I wanted to decrease the autonomy. Let's just get rid of the royal guard in the meantime. And are we still over our force limit? Let's take a look. Yeah, it is okay. Our income is 7.4 now thanks to the war reparations. Since we have 53 loans, but it's just 265 ducats, I'll go ahead and take a couple of loans. First of all, repay our 1% loans, just decrease their size, retake them, which are much bigger. But also I'll go and sell titles, and these 2 things combined allows me to repay all of the loans that are not 1%. Well, most of them. 2 no 1% loans are left, but we're down to just 7 in total, right? It is a bit better. New debate is here, I'm thinking between... I was just not thinking, I'm just gonna take tax modifier with interest per annum yearly inflation reduction. Oh nice, looks like the mod is also coloring... At least Austria can color their subjects in their color, see Bohemia. And we really want that alliance with Austria as their rivals to France. Portugal, you owe me that money for not helping much in the war. With the navy build out, I'm gonna get until the end of the game more sailors, Sicaro speed, and the marines force limit. There we go, guys. Austria is unfriendly. So we have yet another ally to use in the next war with France, which is happening in only 5 years, because we did not take much in that war. Looks like Portugal already discovered a new word, which is gonna unlock me a new estate that is part of the mod. Settlers, even without having a colonist, and also Basque Explorers estate privilege that is gonna allow me to start recruiting explorers without explore ideas. And also an explorer itself, Antes de Urdaneta, is available for the duty. This is lovely. Let me just take 3 trade ships and send them to explore. So let's take a look. Settlers, and they give us global settlers increase by default. And what do we have here? Colonial cost modifier, global settlers increase. In exchange, liberty desire of the subjects, but it doesn't matter, we will not have any subjects. Native assimilation, clergy loyalty, local organization cost, nice. Why can't I take this? I have to see, there are some requirements for these privileges. I have to discover certain provinces. I cannot take this, I cannot take this. I could take this, but it's not of use. What's this? Cost of advisor for this culture, expel minorities cost, minus 25 local autonomy when expel a minority. This is global settlers increase. And chance, this is great, but it's 10 of Crownland that they're gonna take, so let's maybe wait with this until 1465. This gives us a chance of fighting a lost cities greatly increased. Let's just take this, and yes, Basque Explorers allows recruitment explorers and conquistadors. Let's take all of this for now, high equilibrium, and we'll wait for some of the other bonuses from here until we start actually colonizing. Embracing institution. Allows me to take Tech 6 soon for the war with France, but more importantly, we want to sell that institution. To Orléans? Really? Well, that's better than nothing. But in the meantime, we've got Blanca, the customer, finally, and our throne. The manageriation is better. And I'm really considering going focus on Diplo, just to get the exploration idea soon, and I'm gonna do that next year. 225 is yet again a terrible error, but I will not disinherit him until we win with France, because the war with France is just too important. I need prestige for that. But yeah, let's go take 5 and unlock exploration ideas. We're going fully into the new world, and of course the first one is to recruit explorers and conquistadors, which I already have unlocked. I'm more looking towards Colonial range, because the next mission here that gives me a colonist requires me to discover both South and North America. But what if we ask Portugal to share maps with us? But first, give me money, and then we're gonna try sharing some maps. Oh, you see, we need positive prestige first. That might take some time. Look how calculated it is. Our truce with France ends next month, and I have the 10th favor on Austria, so we are about to... I said gank last time, France, but they have more troops than they have Tech 6. Why? If Austria, no Castile, no Portugal is Tech 4, have it, so it might be a problem, and I might need to get more troops on my side because I have Tech 6, but we'll see how it goes. For my native policy, I'm gonna take the settlers increase. And what's the view colonial policy? Ooh, autonomous colonies. I can choose the colonial region to colonize. I keep loving this mod more and more. And yeah, France is winning these battles very easily. So it's time for me to take some loans again and recruit a royal guard and Navarrese company. So be 25,000, which is what, yeah, should be enough. Let's try first with Florence and Orleans armies, which, I mean, Florence probably has the tech. But Orleans is at stake 3, so this is a massacre and 3 war score for us. Austria actually arrived here, so I think now it should be only easier. Let me just make sure to card siege the provinces out myself, so I don't have to spend favors to get the occupation. Another debate, another tax modifier. I feel like there are just no new debates coming in. Council of the Indies in the tier 3 government reforms is gonna give us global trade power, treasure fleet, liberty. I actually don't need it. How about a colonial company? Settlers chance and explode minorities cost, please. Oh wow. I think it's also part of the mod, but Lotharingia just formed. Like it's fairly early for AI to do so. And they are at war with France for the conquest of Valois. You're so screwed now, France. Now, this third exploration area is colonial range, but also more of navies. So let me go and send my navy to explore the new world. Okay, France, I think I need these provinces as a bare minimum. I could try completing this state as well, which won't be good borders. But it could be something like this. AE-wise, I think we will be okay with our alliances. Instead of these 3 provinces, I could go for Brittany though. So let's maybe take full money and war reparations, these provinces. And what else we could do? Maybe we could ask them to release a subject. How about you release Bourbonnais and Berry? This is some diplo points of cost. What if we ask them to cancel subjects instead? Well, that's diplo points cost anyway. And I pay some diplo, so that the cost is not that big. Yeah, let's go send it. 220 ducats will go to us directly, which is not bad. And that unlocks us mission Vascon Gascogne, which is some admin points and accepting the culture here. Now I can go and keep just exploring the new world. With the North America explored, I'm getting other colonies, settler chance, and even the New World Doctrine, which allows me to may hold land in the colonial regions without a colonial nation forming. Please do. I just disinherited, and just a second later Castile claimed my throne, but I don't think it is wise of you, Castile, to even think about declaring on me when I'm allied to Austria. It's a perfect moment where Brittany is not gonna be protected by neither Lotharingia nor France, because I'm already at war with Lotharingia, together on the same side. But I have to finish Brittany before Austria finishes their war. So let me just to be sure call in Castile. Even though I failed to finish the war before Austria, Lotharingia was not called in, so I can fully annex Brittany, making our borders and name placement even better. Should I? Let's do that. I know a lot of development was lost on the way, but keep in mind that's the wrong culture and higher autonomy, so it is more of use in my capital, especially that we might go for the golden era if we achieve 30 development here, and I'm gonna do that. Let's just go ahead, cash development, this, yes, let's just make sure to start coring. Yeah, the prices are being cored, so this is all good, and within the month thing I can go ahead, start the golden era, actually cancel all of the scoring and core it again, because it's gonna cost a bit less. A few important things to be done. First of all, a debate, which finally something new, government reform progress. You just have to invest 1 army tradition. Then I can pick up first Age of Discoverability, which is gonna be colonization focused. While the next idea is for right now on hold, because we are focused on getting Tech 7 diplo, which is gonna give us colonial range. With Tech 7 I can take my second idea group, which is gonna be expansion. We're going fully into a new world, and yeah, we just need this technology right now to start it. While in the meantime I think I can do more missions like this. For example, requires me cathedral, so I'm gonna build it in my capital, as well as investing 30 papal influence. So how about we go and click it 1, 2, 3, 30. So now we just need that temple. Since my inflation is high, I got a mission to reduce it to 5% for all of these amazing bonuses. That's why I'm first gonna reduce the inflation and then build the temple, as it's gonna be a bit cheaper. There we are, building it. You see, is upgrading our tax building, so to a cathedral. And this province also gets the development cost, tax modifier, and yearly papal influence. How much tax I'm earning here now? 4 decades of tax. 4 decades of tax just from this province. Here we are, new world. The issue is Portugal already has 3 colonies. The moment he reaches 5 of them, he's gonna get Treaty of the Tordesillas, which is gonna slow down our colonization of these provinces. So I will send 3 colonies at once to speed this up. Unless you attack Portugal and take these colonies. He's only allied to England. Let's start building spinal throne on them. And the colonization of the provinces also increased the amount of development with the Basque culture, which means I can get another bonus to our capital, which is culture conversion cost, cost of advisors for the rulers' culture, and manpower in the primal culture provinces. That is really nice. What the hell is an eclipse of Navarra? And what is 5 years of reduced all of this stuff and all powers cost? I'm even sending 5,000 troops to start exploring, maybe first South America, for the Hand of the Seven Cities, since from what I remember I have increased chance of getting the event. Just look at this, I have 33% chance of getting a new settler in this province. And since I'm losing around 7 ducats a month because I'm paying 10 for colonies, yeah, I did sell my titles to keep it above 10, but have funds to keep colonizing. Okay, Portugal, it's time. They'll of course keep colonizing, so we have to keep killing their colonies, because remember, I cannot claim a colonial region because I will not create colonial nations here, right? It's all going into my hands. So as long as I'm Catholic, I have to keep fighting them. Let's go for the conquest of Guadeloupe. Castile. Or just opinion. Portugal. Oh yeah, that should help. Let's take a look now. Yeah, I can't fight them myself. Decorating 4th colony now. Can take my first local organization, I will just go for the tax meta. Let's take a look what's the difference. 10.4, 11.2. Yeah, there we go, Treaty of Tordesillas. I think if I move my capital to the New World, I'll be able to attack Caribas without getting Portugal called in. So that should be our probably one of next goals. Move capital to the New World. Just have to think to which trade node. We should do that to unite most of the trade. And I'll most probably focus on Chesapeake Bay. So we could get Caribbean, Mississippi, Rio, Mexico, Panama, Amazonia into this. But yeah, because Treaty of the Tordesillas, so I'm getting minus 20 settlers increase. I will finish the concept I'm doing here already. I'm going fully into NA now. With 3 heavy ships built, I'm gonna get heavy ship compatibility and colonial range. I could have actually taken earlier for that colonial range. Now we need to finish a colony in NA. There it goes, 4th colonist, which means I will be doing 5 colonies at once. But actually, instead of this, I want to colonize Bermuda first, because this is our step to move capital to the New World. Now the Treaty of Tordesillas, this time in Brazil. I think as soon as Reformation starts, I'm gonna switch religion to Protestant. That's pretty good for the colonization. But yeah, another debate. This time, again... Oh boy, I'll be doing 6 colonies at once. Well, yeah, finishing the first colony in NA gives me making a landing, which is, whoa, out of development for that province and modifiers. And every neighbor province is gonna get plus 50 settlers and increased chance of getting El Dorado. So this is the province that got the requirement, so yeah, these 2 provinces will get the additional bonuses, which is, I don't care about. Transatlantic state building requires me to have 100 development in the New World. I've got 140 already. And that's additional settlers chance to our settlers estate and a guarantee from progress. So now take a look. This colony has 46% settlers chance. This one has 47%, 51%. What the hell is this? I either shrink my golden age by 5 years or my ruler skills decrease by 3 for 10 years. I mean, he should be dying anytime. And I think it doesn't matter on the ruler. It's not until the monarch's death. My golden age is for another 28 years. No, let's just shrink it. Somebody should make the calculation. I assume actually that the ruler's points would be more worth it for us. Found in the field the water of life. We found in 1499 that is 800 ducats. There's a monument found. Is it part of the motor vanilla? 412 development to Guivare. Where the hell is Guivare? Okay. So here's the Fountain of Youth. Did you know that? How am I supposed to check that? Where is that monument? I think that's also part of the mod, the Treasury Fleets, which unlocks Spanish economic decline mechanic in government tabs. And I immediately found El Dorado as well. So it's either prestige. I know I'm gonna start searching for the El Dorado. Let's search for it. Protestant formation started in Denmark, which means in 10 years I'm gonna lose this bonus from just discovery for colony development boost, which is unfortunate, but in that time I'll create a lot of colonies. Let me just go ahead and immediately switch to Protestant, as we'll at least lose the Treaty of Tordesillas as modifiers. Now when converting provinces, I'll focus on provinces with the highest religious unity impact, and we should become the friend of faith, but we can't because our ruler is a queen. So how about we abdicate? Oh, prestige is low anyway. Let's abdicate and become the friend of faith so we can convert 2 provinces at once. And I discovered El Dorado. So let's see. Build the great project El Dorado. Level 1 in Canelos. But there's no great project here. I don't know, guys, how it works. Finding El Dorado is a conquistador with 100 tradition, and upgrade employ conquistador privilege of the settlers, making it grants yearly army tradition as long as we have at least 1 conquistador. Oh god, guys, they actually changed how the plutocratic coup is working in this mod. So there's so many modifiers. I need to lower up. So I need to stack modifiers that are decreasing, right? It's 2.8 a month. I could try to manage estate powers, which is this monthly middle points. It's fine. Middle points is the least important for us. It's 2 a month. Our average autonomy is 33. So I could try. That's gonna cause some rebels. Let's do this. It can't really improve stability, so it's also gonna state more provinces. What else I can do? Have a spy master. There we go. 40 power projection. It is doable now. Just go ahead and conquer insult France. Oh no, I can't. I don't have prestige. Let's send a normal insult. That's 5. And then we have to embargo Portugal, Savoy, and France. Thanks to a mission to increase my trade power here, I got it to 68. Let's just start collecting again. I think we've got this. Now I just set titles. So that's 78. And it stays at 0, but we need to start decreasing. At last, first bonus from the church. And this is gonna be, look, not only settlers increase, but also for 10 years we're gonna get settlers chance. So if we take at the example province here, 57 settlers chance, 145 settlers increase. Interestingly, we have access to the Tercios tier 5 guarantee form, which is really army professionals and tertiary infantry. Tertiary infantry, 4 of force limit, they have shock damage received minus 30%. Whaling in America is 5% trade efficiency and 18 yearly tax income, as well as some diplo points. You know, my income keeps scaling, it's 40, but at one point we have to organize our trade. Let's just in the meantime take 1% loans. And it's time to embrace the institution, because we are hitting Diplo points cap. And this is also a cursed timeline. You see Ottomans got... Oh, I'm a great power. Yeah, that's true, like cursed timeline. Ottomans got partitioned, we've got Zlewikk in Danzig, we've got Lotharingia, Netherlands at the same time. It's Castile conquering Italy. Algiers conquering... it was Algiers formed by Tlemcen. And since I have so many Diplo and mill points, I'll be already deving some of our provinces here in the Caribbean. I actually wanted to move my capital to the new world, what I was called in the Dutch War of Independence, which blocks me from moving the capital. But in that War of Independence, you see, I am at war against England, so they will not join and help Portugal. I think I'm gonna use that to deal with the Caribbeans. Got 2 stacks here in the new world, and that will be sieging the things down. Algiers called to arms. While here Portugal is dying to rebels, and they have what, 20,000, so yeah, Algiers can deal with them. I seized the colonies of Portugal here in Rio Grande, so I'll be soon blocking them from colonizing anything more, and that's my general goal for North America. While here I'll just take over all of these colonies on a very cheap war score. I might just temporarily pay a bit too much for these colonies, but a couple of them will finish soon, so it's alright. And that cost is just 32. I will actually go take Aruba as well. 34 war score. There will be a bit of admin mana to core it, but it's absolutely worth it. I'm not taking anything else. I don't need these provinces. Let me just take a bit of money on top of that. And Navarra keeps growing in the new world, and so we just hit over 500 development in that region, which is giving us... We'll be given a choice to change our focus, and... the new formable nation is here, Navarra-Beria. So I can either change to Navarra-Beria, or just change the... Okay, new formable or change the country. Let's take it. And let's take a look at our ideas. So now we've got global settlers increase, morale damage, land leader fire, more of navies, naval force limit, max number of flagships, discipline and points to morale. That's actually a modifier I've never seen before. Admin free policies, inflation, more sailors and marines, tech costs, development costs in the primary culture is gonna be so good because there will be so much of primary culture. Alright, and here Winds of Change is the focus. Keep it as admin. We also hit our gov capacity. Let me just take some more of it. I will cancel the general one from the nobility and take the gov capacity instead, so we are at 700. 195 spread a year with 66 new settlers chance. This is just OP. Third idea group should be ideally infrastructure, so I get the colony development boost and I can just keep scaling, but I don't have admin mana and I want to conquer Aztecs, so that's why instead I'll just go for trade ideas, because I'm hitting Diplo points cap. And speaking of conquest of Central America, just take a look that they're having 70,000 troops for just fighting these boys. This is fine. They actually have Tech 6. We have Tech 10, of course, it's much better, but Tech 6 is super important, so the battles won't be that easy. I think this 17,000 won't be enough. Let me get the rest of the army. So let's see how this is gonna look like in an actual battle. I'll start with this 14,000. Okay. First one was won. These guys will reinforce after the month tick. Remember, morale reinforces on the first. So if you attack on the first, morale will not reinforce before the battle. So we reinforce that, yeah. Even though they have a big quantity, I have a big heart. The military reform is definitely gonna be helpful in this, because it's 20% more of armies. And also Miltech, also I'm gonna take it even cheaper, which I already plan to take in Jan. Oh, yeah, I forgot it's also mill points. My bad. I should have spent these points before clicking the event, but it's fine. Mostly, I'm happy about the morale of armies. So it's on the 1st Jan. Just take this, so we're gonna also get some innovativeness. Bohemian War of Independence is happening. And who is Austria fighting? What? What? It's Austria, Lithuania, and some minors versus France, Bohemia, Poland, Lithuania, Hungary, and what is this? Venice. I will pass on this war. No, thank you. First gold money in our hands, and I'm already converting the religion because it's giving us minus 25% goods produce modifier. How about we also take a couple of missionary strength bonuses just to make it fast. I know the last one was a missionary strength. We finally hit 1000 development, obviously most of it in the New World, which allows me to become an empire, which is super important because I had issues of gov capacity already. Conquest of Mexico ended up Spain not liking us too much and rivaling us. Let's see if I have any other potential allies in Europe. There should be like Lotharingia for sure, but yeah, that would be it. Look what Venice is doing. They're having a really gut-tier game like Spain and Italy. And we are catching up to Spain, but they're just expanding so much themselves. The last thing I have to be done today is to clear the borders a bit, so kill these two nations and Lipan, and take loans up to our balance being at 0. And spend this 25,000 into investment into a bunch of manufacturers in the New World. Of course, the most worth one would be a plantation, which is unlocked at Tech 14. But we are 2 technologies behind to get this. Look at this pain, guys. This is really scary. With the first batch of manufacturers done, my income is already 221. And next step is waiting for Tech 14 to unlock plantations and get even better manufacturers. Let's go with plantations. Unlocked. I'll again take probably even more loans because I can simply afford it. 30,000, and this is gonna simply go into these beautiful plantations. Wait, but shouldn't there be a bit cheaper? I got construction costs from here. I should get construction costs from here as well. Let me just restart this. So now these are costing me a 475 each. I need to cancel the ones I started building. And just to be a crystal clear, guys, what I'm doing here is absolutely not worth it. At least not on the level that I'm doing it and that early into game. But I just want to finish the game with as high income as possible. At the same time, we want to fix this balance a little bit, so we have to take a bit more of interest per annum. One coming from estate, another one from religion, because you see production efficiency gives interest per annum. With these two combined together, I'll be down from 206 of interest per annum to 147. Let's take a look. We've got 320 income, 58 of balance. And it's gonna slowly be increasing first from production and then after a month also for the trade. And you see not all the manufacturers are finished at once. 340. Oh, for sure do not lose trade efficiency. 340, 350, 363, 364, 380, 7. And we've got one more monthly, 385. We just have to get it. Actually, I can repay a couple of loans. We just have to get it to 400 now, which I'll probably achieve with just a final mission now. Mission 3: production efficiency and global prosperity growth. Just take a look. 412 income. So my balance is actually higher than the interest that I'm paying. So I will probably be able to easily repay it. With selling titles and simply expanding the income, but I will not work on that anymore. Let's just take a look. 2000 of development, perfectly balanced. Okay, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please do remember to leave a like on it, and of course subscribe to the channel to get notified about the future content. And I obviously do recommend trying Europa expanded mod. Bye.